God. Yeah. There's hope. We met in a parking lot. We met in a parking lot. That's how few lesbian bars are left in the United States. The lesbians are just relegated to a parking lot where you can either party or valet cars. It's up to you. But we dated for a bit, but I knew pretty early on that Jax was the one. And we got to the point where I knew it was time to propose. And I'm not known for romance, so I called my friend. I said, where should I propose to Jax? And she said, oh, you got to go to Big Sur. And no, that was not my nickname in high school. It's a town in California out by the coast, really beautiful bridges and cliffs. She said there's this hotel, it's very romantic, call there. So I called the hotel, and whoever was on the phone was really upselling everything. I just wanted a standard cabin. She goes, whoa, 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 you're going to propose? Don't you be cheap, okay? Don't be cheap. You better upgrade to that ocean view. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's going to knock her tits off. I don't know if she actually said that, but that was the energy she was bringing to the conversation. I'm like, fine, I paid a bunch of extra money, got this ocean view that's supposed to be great, and off we went. We get up there to this cabin. I walk in, very old cabin, very expensive cabin. I said, but wait till you see this view. And I'm about to open that back door, and I say to her, hold on to your titties. And I open that back door, we walk outside, and it is just fog, fog, fog. Just a hateful fog. I'm like, what is this, an 1800s lesbian period piece? Why is there so much fog? Is Kate Winslet down there searching for fossils? Oh. So it's not how I wanted things to start, but I was like, it's fine. My plan was I was going to take her to their fancy restaurant that night for dinner, and then I would go back to the room, and that is where I would propose. So I called ahead to the hotel, and I said, can you guys help me make our room look like it does in The Bachelor? I don't know, ladies seem to like that. Can we get some candles and rose petals? How about some champagne? Ooh, how about some strawberries? But let's dip them in chocolate, otherwise it's fruit. They said, absolutely, charge me a bunch of money, happy to pay, happy to have the help. So off we went. We go to dinner that night, and I go find the waiter because I need his help. I'm going to tell him what's going on. So I walk up to him, and I see that his name is Craig. And Craig is very dramatic. I think that he does local theater up there. So I walk up to him, I go, hi, Craig, and he goes, hi. I said, Craig, I am going to be proposing to my girlfriend tonight, and he goes, oh my God. He reminded me of the candlestick in Beauty and the Beast, just a lot of, like, you will propose, and the curse will be broken. I was like, thank you, I'm very excited, but I'm nervous. I don't want dinner to drag on. This ring is burning a hole in my pocket. So they're doing stuff to our room. Do you mind, near the end of dinner, calling the front desk, finding out if our room is ready, then giving me some sort of signal, and that's when I'll know to wrap it up. He goes, absolutely, you got it. I said, oh, and you don't need to offer up dessert. I'm taking care of that in the room. And he goes, okay. And he turns around like this and leaves. I'm like, I like Craig. So we start eating this meal, and every course that comes out just ends up being weirder than the next. It's too fancy for us. It's too fancy. It's a lot of foams and tentacles and shells, a lot of stuff from that ocean I keep hearing about. So everything is just a hair off, but we finally finished dinner, and I'm ready to get the night going, and Craig goes, hi, ladies. Who wants dessert? I'm like, not us, Craig. He goes, oops. You had 2 jobs, bud. How could someone be so excited and incompetent all in one body? So now Jax is very confused because she's never not seen me order dessert. And I'm staring at her and I don't know what to say because I'm just thinking about getting this right. I just want it to be perfect. It's the one story that everybody asks you about and they want every detail. And Craig's not coming and he's not coming. It is the least romantic dinner of our life. And then finally, after what felt like a lifetime, Craig sneaks up behind Jax. And he's now hovering over her shoulder. She has no idea that he is behind her. And he is just staring at me so intensely. I have been with Jax for 7 years. We have never looked at each other in the eye for as long as Craig is staring at me. Then finally he goes, so proud of himself, turns around, into the fog, never to be seen of again. So we're heading back to the room. I'm trying to think of all the things I want to say to Jax. I just want it to be perfect. I want it to be romantic. We're getting up to the door. I'm starting to sweat. I'm getting nervous. And when I get nervous, I start doing finger guns. So I'll look at Jax and start going. And then I am ready to open that door to romance. We walk in there and it just looks like a crime scene. Our eyes are adjusting because it's weirdly lit. You know what a room looks like when just the bathroom light's been left on? I'm looking around, there's like 50 tea light candles, but they're all battery operated. And half of them are just dead. They're just dead. 10 are flickering like, we're trying. My OCD brain is like, who made this call? But I can't even focus on it because I'm standing on a mound of something. There are rose petals everywhere. Everywhere, not in any way that makes sense. There's no heart shape or initials. It's just chaos. It looks like someone opened that back door, a bunch of shit flew in the room, then they grabbed a leaf blower, and called it a night. I'm like, did I order the It'll Do package? What is this? And when you guys think of roses and romance, what color do you think of? Red. Interesting. Well, these were white rose petals, half dead. I Googled later, what do white roses stand for? It's chastity. Yeah. This is, in fact, an 1800s lesbian period piece. So even though they did not apparently allow real candles in this cabin, they did light a roaring fireplace, and that was exactly where they decided to place the chocolate-covered strawberries and the bucket of ice with champagne. Both are just profusely dripping onto the floor. Nothing about this scenario makes Jax think that she is about to get proposed to. I have a split second to decide which direction I am going with this night. Do I call the front desk and be like, somebody broke in our room and destroyed it? Or do I lean into this and pretend that every single thing that is happening in that room is exactly how I planned it? So now I'm staring at Jax like a deer in headlights. I can't think of any of the romantic things I was going to say to her. I'm sweating again. I'm getting nervous. Oh man, here come the finger guns. I forget to get on my knee. I can't think of anything. I panic, so I just go. And I yelled, you wanna? Jax curtsied. And then thank goodness she said yes. So now that we were engaged, we had to start planning our wedding. And we were engaged for a while because, truth be told, Jax and I are not big planners. And then my mom, Ginger, started offering up her wedding planning services. And I was like, oh boy. Because my mom got remarried later on in life. And I was at that wedding. And my mom had a circus theme. Yeah. She was marrying this old school Southern guy who sounded like Foghorn Leghorn. He was not part of the planning. But I don't know if my mom thought she was planning a 12-year-old's birthday party or her wedding. But that's what happened. It was a circus theme. She invited 300 people. That's right, 300 people to come to the Methodist church for this big party. And she rented a red and white striped circus tent and had them put it inside the fellowship hall, not outside where tents go, inside. She rented a cotton candy maker. She said, I'm gonna serve nachos with jalapenos, as she called them. There was a juggler. I guess I was the clown. She had just 12 gallons of ice cream. The main entree was a hot dog cart. She just found some guy on the side of the road the week before and was like, what are you doing on Saturday? And this guy got there. I don't think he'd sold more than 20 hot dogs in a day. And now he has 300 starving people wrapped around the church, just desperate for one of his wieners. He was like, ah, panic. In the middle of this party, there were 2 round plastic baby pools. I was like, are we bobbing for apples now? No. My mom had put ice in both of these plastic baby pools and then put canned soft drinks in both of these pools and announced to the party that these were our coolers. I walked in there and I saw 2 plastic baby pools being used as coolers. And I thought, here I am working so hard in Los Angeles, trying to make a name for myself, and we are trash. We are trash. My mom's man friend walked in there in his penny loafers, not knowing what was going on. He about fainted like, I do declare. But the best part was the entertainment. They had a woman from the church choir singing, and this was her big solo moment, and she took center stage so confidently, and she started singing, go tell it on the mountain, over the hill and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Ginger got married. Oh, there was more. She started singing. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. That marriage lasted 3 months. That circus tent was up longer than my mom's marriage lasted. So